Hello viewers, we are still on this concept of trigonometry, and today we want to prove identities. The first question says that we prove this identity. You prove that the left hand side equals the right hand side. So there are two ways of doing it. You can choose to prove the left and show that it equals this, or choose to manipulate this one on the right hand side so that it looks like this. So for example, if we use the left hand side term, how are we going to manipulate this one so that it looks like this? There are two trigonometric identities that we derived earlier. One of them was this. I want to believe you remember this. We can reorganize, we can rearrange it such that we have cosine squared theta removed and taken to the other side of equal sign, so that sine squared theta equals 1 minus cosine squared theta. Then whatever we have here, you can see this part is just this part here. So what we can do, we will substitute this part with sine squared of theta. So instead of saying 1 minus cos squared of theta, we say sine squared of theta. So we write sine squared of theta over cos squared of theta. This one over this equals to tangent squared of theta. But there is a point also, we say tan theta is equals to sine theta over cos theta. So, but this one is squared. This one is squared, you can see. So you can choose to square both sides like this, so that tangent squared of theta is the same as sine squared of theta over cos squared of theta, which gives this. So tan squared of theta is the same as sine squared of theta over cos squared of theta, which is just this. That is one of the ways when you just focus on the left hand side. Another way, alternatively, let us focus on the right hand side, this part here, tan squared theta. We know that tan of theta is sine of theta over cosine of theta. That one we know, it's an identity. Tangent of theta equal to sine of theta over cosine of theta. Since this one is squared, we can square this side and this side, so that tangent squared of theta equals to sine squared of theta over cosine squared of theta. And then also, so let this one be equation 1, for example. And then we also know that sine squared of theta plus cosine squared of theta is 1. So we can bring this one to the right hand side, so that sine squared of theta, this one, is equals to 1 minus cosine squared of theta. Let this one be equation 2. So we pick this part, we substitute here. Substitute 2 in 1. Where there is sine of theta, put there 1 minus cosine of theta. So therefore tan squared of theta equals, instead of saying sine squared of theta, we say 1 minus cosine squared of theta over cosine squared of theta. And this one is what we have here.